Hey my friends, welcome to this beginner's Vinyasa flow, great for creating some strength and flexibility. So enjoy and follow along. We'll start off today in tabletop position. So our shoulders will be over our wrists and our hips over our knees. Our hands want to be shoulder width apart and our knees want to be hip width apart. And we'll start with 5 rounds of cat and cow. So as we inhale, we drop our stomach, shoulders away from the ears as we look forward. And exhale, pressing our hands into the ground, pressing the tops of our feet into the ground, rounding the spine. Inhale, dropping the stomach, heart comes forward, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, pressing into the ground, chin and tailbone tuck in, rounding the spine. Inhale, dropping the stomach. Try to pull the floor towards you with your hands, your heart should come forward. And exhale, pressing into the ground, opening your shoulders. 2 more now in your own time, your own breath. Inhale to drop your stomach. And exhale to round your spine, tucking your chin and tailbone. Last one here. And inhale back to a neutral spine. We'll do a little core strengthening now. So before we begin, we're going to just set up correctly because quite often we can drop our chest and our shoulders come to our ears. So if we engage our serratus anterior muscles here, that should push the chest up and we should have one nice straight line. And we're going to try and keep this as still as possible, engaging our core, keeping that as still as possible. And try and have as little movement as we can here to engage all the core muscles. There's more than just the abdomen involved in the core. So we're going to inhale, take our right leg back behind us, trying to keep the hips square. Try to keep your torso as straight as possible here and as steady as possible. And exhale, bring that knee in towards your chest. You inhale, taking that right leg back out, toes point. And exhale, bringing your knee back into your chest. Inhale, taking your leg back out long. Have you collapsed through your chest. Exhale, bringing your knee into your chest now. Keeping it as still as you can. 2 more like this. Inhale, taking your right leg out. And exhale, knee to chest. Using them core muscles. Last one here. Inhale, leg goes long. Point your toes. And exhale, knee to chest. And return back your leg to tabletop. So just make sure we're set up again correctly before we do our left leg here. So just make sure you've not collapsed into that chest and your shoulders. Make sure they're engaged. And we'll inhale, take our left leg out long, keeping your torso as still as possible, engaging all your core muscles. And exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, leg goes long. Square your hips off. And exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, leg goes long. Keeping them core muscles engaged. Exhale, knee to your chest. How still is your torso? Inhale, leg goes long. Square your hips. And exhale, knee to chest. Last one here. Leg goes long. You're doing awesome work, guys. And exhale, knee to your chest. And inhale to return back to tabletop. Awesome work, my friends. You can take your knees as wide as your mat, your big toes to touch. Walking your hands out in front as you sink your buttocks towards your heels for Balasana, child's pose. A resting posture, and just rest your forehead on the mat. Just notice what is going on in your body here. Notice when the breath moves into your body. You may notice your sitting bones go towards your heels, your heart comes forward towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, your sitting bones and your heart draw back towards each other. When you inhale, it creates that openness, that length in your spine. And then when you exhale, it contracts. Your sitting bones Bring your heart come closer together. Just observe the breath moving in and out of your body here. Inhale, come up to your hands and knees, tucking your toes and pressing back to down dog. Your hands want to be shoulder width apart. Your feet want to be hip width apart. A slight bend in your knees, hips to the sky. A slight bend in your knees, your hips to the sky. And you want to draw your shoulders away from your ears and down your back. Engaging the serratus anterior muscles again on the side of your ribs. It helps with your posture and stop collapsing into your shoulders. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square if you can. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Try to keep your shoulders square. Inhale, straighten your leg for three-legged dog. And exhale, place your foot on the outside of your right hand, dropping your left knee to the floor and tucking your toes. As you inhale, your heart comes forward, look forward, shoulders away from your ears, draw them together. And exhale, taking your hips back, folding forward, coming onto the heel of your right foot. Inhale, bring your hips forward, sinking your hips, your heart opens. And exhale, taking your hips back, right toes point to the sky. Should be a nice stretch on your hamstring here. Inhale, come forward, sinking your hips, stretching your hip flexor, your quadricep. And exhale, taking your hips back. Inhale, coming forward. Now we're going to bend our left knee just above the knee, so we're not actually sitting on the knee here. Our left hand to the ground as we inhale, sweep our right arm above us and behind, grabbing the outside of our left foot if we can, and just inhaling here, and exhale as you pull that foot closer to your buttocks. You should feel a nice stretch on your left quadricep, looking over your right shoulder if you can. Keep sinking your hips, getting into your hip flexors. Just watch your shoulders aren't crunching up to your ears. And exhale, gently release that foot, taking it back slowly. Placing both hands on the inside of your right foot now. Tucking your left toes, lifting your left knee. As you inhale, open your right arm to the sky. Pressing your left heel away, engage your left quadricep. Shoulders away from your ears. Pressing your right heel into the ground. Engaging your core. And exhale, planting your hand and stepping back to down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Keep your shoulders square if you can. Inhale, straighten your leg, three-legged dog. Square hips. And exhale, place your left foot on the outside of your left hand gently as you can. Dropping your right knee to the floor and tucking your right toes. As you inhale, your heart comes forward, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, taking your hips back, coming onto the heel of your left foot as you fold. Inhale, coming forward, sinking your hips. And exhale, taking your hips back, left toes point to the sky. Nice stretch for your left hamstring here. Inhale, coming forward, sinking your hips, getting into your hip flexor, heart open. And exhale, taking your hips back, left toes point to the sky. And inhale, coming forward. Coming onto your right knee now, just above your right knee, placing the weight into your right hand. As you inhale, take your left arm up and over, grabbing the outside of your right foot. Inhaling where you are. And exhale, sink your hips a little lower, pulling your heel towards your buttocks. Look over your left shoulder if it's comfortable. Feel a nice stretch here in your hip flexor. Just watch your shoulders aren't crunching up to your ears. And exhale, gently release, slowly laying that leg back down to the ground. As you tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. As you inhale, open your left arm to the sky, looking up to your left thumb. Just watch your shoulders don't crunch up to your ears. Pressing your right heel away, engaging that right quadricep, engaging your core. Left leg is strong. And exhale, placing your hand back on the mat, stepping back to down dog. As you inhale, drop both knees to the floor, look forward. Exhale, elbows tuck in, chin and chest to the floor. Ashtanga Namaskar. As you inhale, glide forward. Bringing your big toes and heels to touch. Taking your hands off the mat as you look forward, as you inhale. Lifting your chest off the ground, looking forward towards the tip of your nose. And exhale, planting your palms. Spread your feet, press back to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And just step to the front of your mat, feet as wide as your hands. As you take a little squat, Malasana, garden pose. And exhale, coming to a seated position, bringing the soles of your feet together. Opening your hip for Baddha Konasana. Elbows tuck in, heart comes forward. And exhale, hinging at your hip. Inhale, slowly come back up. And take your legs out wide now for Upavista Konasana. Toes point to the sky. Come up onto your sitting bones if you can. And inhale, take our arms up. And exhale, hinging at the hips. And just go wherever's comfortable for you. Inhale, slowly rolling back up. Taking your legs out long. Using one last bit of core engagement here. Taking your arms out long, toes point. Coming to lie down as slowly as you can, using your core, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, relax. As you bring both knees into your chest, giving them a nice squeeze. And a gentle rock from side to side. Taking your right ankle on top of your left knee, flexing both feet here, and feed your right arm through the gap, grabbing the back of your left thigh or the front of your shin. And with both ankles flexed here, your toes point towards your shins. You can begin to bring your left knee towards your left armpit. Nice stretch for your glutes here. And exhale, release as you switch legs. Left ankle on top of right knee, grabbing the back of your right thigh or your right shin. And slowly begin to bring your right knee to your right armpit. You should feel a nice stretch on your left glute, on the outside of your left thigh. And exhale, release. Grabbing the back of your thighs now as you gently rock backwards and forwards. A few times, a nice massage for your spine here. And then just come to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Softly close down your eyes. And just take a moment to mentally list something or a few things, whatever you're grateful for in this moment. Could be grateful for your body and your mind for allowing you to have this practice, the freedom to be able to practice. You could be grateful for your loved ones, your home, your clothes, water, electricity, comfort of living. Raise your hands to your head for kindness in your thoughts towards yourself and others. Hands to your heart for kindness in your actions. And hands to your lips for kindness in your words. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Awesome, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for practicing with me, Jamie from True Nature.